Alright, everybody, welcome. Today is Monday, June 5th, 2023. So yeah, let me get to it. I am headed to the beach. Oh, I'm almost sad to say, it feels like my break, it's been like a 6-month break now, almost 6 months, but about 6 months or so. It is, I wouldn't say it has fully come to a close, but we're getting there. So I hope there's not too much wrestling and kind of background sounds. I'm gonna guess there are. I'm sorry about that. I can't find my lapel clip for this miniature mic. I don't know where it is. I thought I just had it, but I don't know. I was like, let me just get out of the house. So I'm headed to the gym, I'm headed to the beach, then after the beach, the gym. So where I left off with yesterday's schedule, yesterday's events was, I did have a rough start yesterday, but the day ended pretty well. I did a lot of self-care kind of earlier in the evening, and at night, and I slept pretty quickly. I did take something to sleep, but I feel like at this point, it doesn't really matter how I'm getting sleep as long as I get sleep and wake up and feel refreshed and none of it's impacting my health, and I'm able to kind of do what's on plan for the day. I feel like that is enough for me at the moment, honestly. Just trying to balance everything out. So yeah, last night I did some kind of spirituality related activities, and then just basically chilled. Was pretty much ready for the new week to start. Excited about that. And started feeling tired, felt good at night, woke up pretty early, before 5:30 a.m. Actually dozed back to sleep a little bit till after 7 or so, and then got up and started my day a little late. Like, I didn't do podcasting early today, even though I could have. I had a career orientation to go to, and then a screening portion of an interview to do at like 11 today. So I was able to kind of get all that stuff done, and then trying to sell my car. So I was talking to this one specific place about it that gives you the estimate or appraisal or whatever it's called, and then I have to do some video call with them to show them everything, and they can solidify kind of the deal. But I think I called them at a bad time. I was on hold for like 15 minutes because I called like a little after noon. So I talked to the guy, and then he put me on hold, and I was like, let me get on with my day because it's already been 15 minutes into the call. So I'll probably call him back. And the screening for the job interview went good. I did the assessment after. It's basically like a health, like a life insurance sales type of, like inbound sales type of work. So I don't really know if it's gonna be a good fit. The only reason why I say that is because there was some question in the assessment about, Are you willing to invest in some form of certification? And I'm just like, I'm thinking like, okay, if it doesn't come out of pocket right now, okay. If they did hire me and I could start the job, I wouldn't mind if they were going to pay me while I was getting some kind of certification, and if it didn't cost money or didn't cost a lot of money and they were paying me or had like a payment plan, it might be worth it. But I also feel like I don't want to do more schooling or training like that. I don't want to do it. So because I'm not really interested in doing any kind of training or anything like that, I don't really know how successful I might be at trying to actually get this job, stay at this job, want to be at this job. I don't really know. Like, I'm not saying I don't know as in like that means no. I'm saying I don't know because I'm really not sure. It seems kind of weird. Like, I'm already getting weird vibes just because they did like it's like too many steps. I feel like I don't want to call it like fully false advertising, but it's not like a typical job, like and I don't know if it's commission only. They make it seem like the base pay is like minimum, like over $60K. But that's based on the amount of meetings that you set and the amount of people who are, like if they're purchasing from you. So I'm not sure if they're meaning that it's on target earnings, or that's what your pay is if you get, on target earnings. Like, is it only on target earnings, or is it like some other thing? So I guess that's kind of what I don't really know, is if it's only on target earnings or if it's like with no base pay. Like, I don't know. I don't really know, because I'm not trying to do like, I'm willing to put in maybe like a week or two and see if it's only remote by phone or Zoom or whatever. I'm willing to do that and see what happens, if that makes sense. Like, to see if because they said the pay is weekly, and so I'm like, if I put in a week and make money, I'm cool with it. But if I put in a week and make no money, that's already a week wasted. So I don't really think I'm in any kind of space or mood to be wanting to risk it. I just don't know. Like when I say I don't know, I literally mean I just do not know. So yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to like predict, but I'm kind of willing to see like what might happen. I brought my lunch over here to the beach. Gonna get some podcasting done, I think. Can't tell if some of these are parking spaces. I think this one is a parking space. I'll just park in this one. I'm trying not to park next to anybody because I hate parking next to people. I think this is fine. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, it doesn't look like anybody's at the booth. Sorry. If nobody's at the pay booth, I might just go. I think nobody's at the pay booth, so I'm just gonna go to my normal spot. Yeah, over the weekend, parking was paid this past week. This past weekend, feel like either holidays or maybe, I don't know, if it's sunny, then they charge parking. It doesn't look like there's anybody at the booth right now. Like, usually because I'm sitting in the car, I don't mind not paying for parking. It's like, because I'm sitting right there, like, what are they going to tow me while I'm sitting there? It's like, I'll just move the car, you know? So, like, but yeah, if I'm going to get out of the car, I don't mind paying parking. I mean, I don't like it. I don't prefer it. I don't need to. There are definitely ways to park for free, but I don't want to park and have to pay if I'm just sitting there. Like, I can sit in the car anywhere pretty much. So what's this gonna say? There's a new sign here. Testing today. Evacuation alert system testing today. I don't know what the heck that means. Alright, looks like nobody's in the booth. The problem with this booth thing is that there's these spikes. So you have to kind of, like, once you're in the lot, you can't back out. And I don't know if they, like, force you to pay once you're in or whatever. Like, I don't really know what it's like with this spot. But, alright, I think I found a good enough space to park at. It's crazy. Like, I come to the beach so much and every day it looks different. But yeah, so I'm gonna chill here for a bit. I got this McDonald's yesterday. I got McDonald's, and right now they have this deal that is I think you can either get nuggets. I don't know how many nuggets. You can either get nuggets, a Big Mac, or a quarter pounder for the a la carte price. And then it's yeah, you get that for the a la carte price, and then you pay $1 if you want a second one. And so I'm like, that's a pretty good deal. It's not buy one get one free, but it's buy one get one for $1. And so I got 2 yesterday, so I could have one for lunch today, meaning I'm having 2 unhealthy lunches. And I found my lapel clip. But yeah, I'm not gonna be rude and eat while I'm talking. But yeah, that's kind of most of what I have to say. Let me see. Yeah, that's mostly what I've got going on today. Like, I don't really have much more to say, but yeah, it's my daily update. It's a busy week. I'm trying to plan getting to South Africa. I talked to my sister this morning. There's some stuff just mostly focusing on this work stuff. Gonna try to coordinate with these people as long as possible to see kind of what happens. And then I hope it's not some weird scammy thing, because it does feel a little weird. Like, they reached out to me on LinkedIn, and then I did the job application, and then they reached out saying, you know, to choose it, like, to send my resume or whatever, and I did. And then they said to sign on to a get an orientation scheduled. Well, they called it an interview, but then I found out it's not an actual interview. It's like a screening thing. But then once I was in it, I was like, it's just a webinar. And so you couldn't really talk back. I have a feeling it's pre-recorded, because it had all these, like, pre-recorded responses coming in. It says there's like 21 people online, and like it didn't seem imperfect enough or on point enough to actually be like a live webinar. It seems like a pre-recorded one, And then having that one question in there about like, would you be willing to like invest in getting a certification kind of thing. I'm kind of like, because it didn't say if you get hired. It's like, if we accept you to be a part of our company, would you be willing? So I'm kind of like, does that mean I can start working first, like, and getting paid, or what does that look like? And so, are they just basically having people pay them to get people certified, and then it's not really working for them? It was just a little bit confusing. There's not a lot of information on them online. They have a website on Glassdoor, but I can't tell if it's the same company, because the one on Glassdoor seems to say that there's 10 people working for them, which makes no sense. And so I don't really know what exactly is going on. And yeah, their website didn't have a whole lot of information. I read all the reviews on Glassdoor, but there were only like 8 or 6 or so. And I'm like, okay. And I think half of the people said that they didn't have any complaints, and they were just like half sentence, like a short sentence or so with no real detail. So I feel like if it is the right company, the people who had something to say didn't really have anything too ordinary to say. They were just like, oh, for cons they put like no complaints or like whatever. It didn't really seem real to me, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like they kind of got some people to just like put in some minimal information. And so I don't know, like, there's a lot that's like, okay, like a company nowadays shouldn't be that hard to find information on, so that kind of makes me a little bit suspicious. But anyways, all right, I gotta get to my lunch so I can get over to the gym. And with that, thanks for listening.